here is, so the next concept in this particular directing and controlling in the motivational theory, second concept here is Herzberg two-factor theory. What this Herzberg two-factor theory speaks about? Herzberg and his associates have proposed this particular two-factor theory of motivation, and they have divided this particular factors into two different parts. One is motivation part and the other one is demotivation part. Motivation and demotivation, where the first factor it speaks about in the one group, that is nothing but the first factor. First factor, it speaks about the company policies, administration, supervision, working condition, relation, interpersonal relationship, salary, job security and personal life are considered as dissatisfiers or non-motivators. Why? Because the policies of the company may not satisfy each and every person. Like the policy will be in such a way that it will be restricted towards something, and the administration, it will be tough. Along with that, supervision which has been done by the manager or any other people will be, sometimes it will be harsh, sometimes it will be smooth, sometimes it depending upon the condition of the work. The environment, like whenever the person is working in a particular company, his expectation will be the environment of the company must be adjusted in such a way that it must have some relaxation to work in a proper manner. If each and every point which I have mentioned here, if all these particular points is having a very harsh restrictions, then this will help the employee to go towards demotivation factor. Demotivation will lead to non-achievement of organization goals. Similarly, there is one more factor which is called as motivational factors. Motivational factors are those which helps us to recognize the employee. Like if as a manager, my role is to recognize which employee is good and which employee is bad, which employee can perform an operation and which employee can perform better operations, which employee can perform less operations, nothing but achieving the task. The one who achieves the task successfully, and the one who performs the operation in a proper manner, and the one who is more dedicated towards the work, they have to recognize them, and they have to recognize their achievements, and they have to give some appreciations to them. At the same time, they have to make them to grow in their job. Like, I have achieved something. So, okay, you have achieved some important things which was not achievable by others. So when I have achieved something, then the role of my higher authority is to recognize that and to encash that particular achievement in front of all other employees, and they have to give some gratitude towards that particular employee who has achieved something, and he has to be promoted from one position to the other position. Then only the motivation of that particular employee increases, because his job was something else and now his job is something else because of the achievement which he has achieved in the first job. So that is what this second group speaks about. So here I have one small example here: job dissatisfaction and job satisfaction. These job dissatisfactions are nothing but hygiene factors, where these hygiene factors are nothing but, as I said you in the previous slide, working condition must, if the working condition is not good, if the co-worker relationship is not good, and if the policies and rules of the organization is not good, and the supervisor quality is not good, and if the salary is not satisfied and the wage is not satisfied, then it leads to dissatisfaction process. Whereas here achievement has to be recognized, and he has to be provided with some more high responsibilities by promoting him towards the work, and advancement, improving the advancement of an employee, making him to move from one project to the other project, which acts as a major deal of the organization, which will help them to personal growth, which will help them to move towards the personal growth of the employee, which will help them to satisfy themselves. So this is what about the Hertzberg two-factor theory. One is job dissatisfaction and the other one is job satisfaction, where it is hygiene factors and these are motivator factors. Each and every points which I have mentioned in this particular stage acts as the process which helps the employee to move towards the goal or may not move towards the goal. If this is the case, then it is very difficult for us to achieve the organization goal. Whereas if this is the case, then it is very easy for us to achieve the goal of the organization in a proper manner. So this is what about the Hertzberg two-factor theory.